Grand Rising, ladies and gentlemen, Grand Rising. Let's see here. Okay, 166, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, 166 triple dollar sign to manifest. Ladies and gentlemen, 7593, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I chose 7395 to manifest between the dates 1219 and 1226. I can't make these things up. I put it in writing and I promise that these things will happen. Ladies and gentlemen, 8499. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know how to read, you can see on 1218. I told you to win, you must focus on my top 4 digits. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, if you notice, I said that they will manifest between the dates 1219 and 1226, and I also specifically guarantee the number 3 big money pattern. You can't get no better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, every now and then I like to show off, and as you can see, I'm giving you the same damn numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, 940, ladies and gentlemen, I guaranteed the number 3, 1, 2, 3. If you want to win, you must focus on my top 3 digits. I said that they will manifest from 1217 to 1225, specifically guaranteeing the number 3 big money pattern to manifest straight. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, a 115, ladies and gentlemen, the only motherfucking big money pattern on fire. You can see it right there. I promised I could do that. And I don't practice what you see me doing. I also said, you know what? I'm going to meet my deadline on that prediction. It doesn't get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, we are not gamblers, okay? I don't promote gambling, nor am I an advocate of it. So get that out of your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, 8934. Ladies and gentlemen, the only motherfucking big money pattern on fire. I promise. You see it right there, that it would make it by the motherfucking deadline. That's me just showing off a little bit. I told you, you would see these numbers manifest between those dates. Ladies and gentlemen, again and again, I like to show off a little bit. And as you can see, I guarantee the number 4 big money pattern specifically to manifest on 12/20. But y'all not listening to me though. Ladies and gentlemen, 9516. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on 12/20, I said that big money pattern would manifest. I triple dollar signed it as proof. And as you can see, I tell you all the time, look, in order to win, you need to focus on the top five. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I went a step further and told you that, look, the triple dollar signs, I promise. Ladies and gentlemen, I also guaranteed that you would see this number go to North Carolina. And in most cases, I don't practice this shit, but guess what? I can make it happen. I made it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, every now and then and again, I like to show off my ability. You can see it right there. I guarantee the number 4 big money pattern to manifest. As you can see, I put it in motherfucking writing to make it by the motherfucking deadline date. Y'all not listening though. Ladies and gentlemen, 750. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the number 1 motherfucking big money pattern. You can see it right there. I told you between the dates 12/15 and 12/23. You would see me show up and show out. 9-5 deuce. Ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 motherfucking big money pattern. I keep telling you over and over and over again. I can't help you if you cannot help yourself. How do you help yourself? Invest in my motherfucking number 1 big money pattern. I put a lot of time, a lot of energy into what I do. I make this shit look easy so you can do it too. You don't have to figure shit out. You don't have to do rundowns. You don't have to figure out what pairs or what sums to play. All you have to do is invest in my best work, and I tell you exactly what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and where it's going to happen. I put it in writing. I promise you and guarantee that this shit will manifest. But if you're not listening, guess what? You can't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, you got your 9725. Number 1 motherfucking big money pattern. Yep, that's how great I am. I told you, the universe gives me the numbers. But guess what? They tell me, look, you have a natural born gift. We give you the numbers, you put them in the number 1. You put them in the number 2. You put them bitches on fire. You put them motherfuckers in the motherfucking triple dollar signs. You can do that. So I said, okay, I can do it. I can do it. I know I can do it. See, everybody is stuck on stupid. You keep watching the damn TV, and I keep telling you, Kendrick Lamar told you, turn that motherfucker off. But y'all keep watching it. See, I already know that not only do I have everything that I need, I have more than what I need. See, I live in a constant state of overflow. That means that I'm in a consistent state of abundance. Everything works out for me, no matter what. And guess what? It works out for me better than what I even expected. It works out for me better than what I could ever even imagine. See, they got you going to church and teaching you the wrong bullshit. See, you don't even know that the money is yours already. It's your divine right to live here in abundance. In order to receive right now all the wealth and abundance that the universe has for you, you got to set your mind on it. If you don't have your mind set on that, you got your mind set on being broke. You got your mind set on lack. You got your mind set on wanting and not having. See, I wake up every motherfucking day and declare to every motherfucking cell in my body that whatever I am thinking, it shall come to pass. So I don't be thinking about that dumb shit. I don't be thinking about that negative shit. I don't be thinking about that bullshit. And this is how you vibrate high. You ain't got time for the low lows. See, what I'm doing here, I'm looking at subatomic and atomic numbers. Y'all just looking at regular 3 digits and 4 digits. I'm looking at the mass of the numbers. I'm looking at quantum numbers. Y'all just looking at 3 digits and 4 digits. Don't compromise your meditation by thinking about bullshit. As soon as you start doubting, you're thinking about bullshit. I don't doubt that my shit gonna work. That's why my shit works. If I doubted for a minute that these numbers wasn't going to hit, they wouldn't drop. Number one motherfucking big money patterns. I told you the date. I told you you could be great. Ladies and gentlemen, 0117. Ladies and gentlemen, I promised my VIP that I would work hard as fuck to make sure that luck would never, ever play into what's happening here. Fuck luck. When you look in the dictionary and you look up luck, you should see right next to it the name Anthony Bascomb. Because he don't believe in luck. I show it right here. What the fuck do I need luck for when I can do this right here? I told you to win, focus on my top 5 4 digits, which I promise the first motherfucking 2 big money patterns. That's number 1. Straight thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Don't you know if you put a quarter on that bitch, that's $2,250 just for a motherfucking quarter? But y'all not listening to me though. So I'm gonna keep it moving. 3, 2, 6, 7. Ladies and gentlemen, the only motherfucking big money pattern on fire. I promise that it would manifest straight. You can see it for yourself. I don't fuck around when it comes to what you see me doing right here. So I see y'all tired of showing me love. Look at this. I even did that by the deadline date. If I tell you that a number will fall, manifest, drop, hit, make an appearance, debut, I don't care. Look, I'm telling you, I can put it in writing. I can promise you that the shit will happen. I don't know motherfucking shit about the lottery, but I know everything there is to need to know about energy, frequency, and vibration. I show it to you every single motherfucking day. But y'all not listening to me though. Ladies and gentlemen, 198. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise my top 2 big money patterns would manifest on 12/20. You can see it for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, 9613. Ladies and gentlemen, 9613. Black sheep, underdog. How the fuck do I know that nobody is going to be investing or playing or gambling on that particular big money pattern? Because of the energy, frequency, and vibration, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you the future. But y'all not listening to me though. Ladies and gentlemen, every now and then and again, I like to show the fuck off. The only motherfucking big money pattern on fire. You see it for yourself. Boom, boom, boom. Said you would see it on 12/20. Y'all better stop playing with me. Ladies and gentlemen, you see it right there, 536. Ladies and gentlemen, look, to win, focus on my top 5 3 digits, which I promise the first 2. Between the dates 12/19 and 12/26. But y'all not listening. Ladies and gentlemen, 4, 5, 6, 9. Ladies and gentlemen, only motherfucking big money pattern on fire. A 5-year-old can pick out fire. You see it for yourself. 12/19 to 12/26. Ladies and gentlemen, 658. Ladies and gentlemen, top 2. If you focus on my top 5, which I promise, the first 2, y'all should already know what the fuck is going to happen. You're a winner. You are a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, 801. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1 big money pattern. Y'all see it right there. Ladies and gentlemen, 7625. Ladies and gentlemen, I triple dollar signed the very last number you see. And I told you that I'm so powerful that I could make manifest that big money pattern first. I did it. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I don't even practice this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, 062. I told y'all yesterday live, I told you over and over and over and over. I said it about 15 times. Go back and watch it. You'll hear me telling you, look, this is going to happen. I promised it. I said to win, focus on the top 5. I said, I promise the first 2. Between the dates 12/17 and 12/25. 2503, ladies and gentlemen, #1 motherfucking big money pattern. How can you lose just doing the #1? How? I just want to know how. I wouldn't lose. I believe in my shit. Obviously, you don't. You fucking around getting a nosebleed trying to fly up here with me. You can't fly this high. 005. Ladies and gentlemen, I triple dollar signed it. Promised the very last number you see, I could make it manifest first. I did it between the dates 12/20 and 12/27. Every now and then again, I like to show off. In only 6 motherfucking hours, I confirmed that big money pattern would arrive and debut straight. But y'all not listening to me though. Ladies and gentlemen, you got that 555. Ladies and gentlemen, 555, 12/20 to 12/27. You see it there for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, every now and then again, I like to show off. 2 times I said 555s, 555s. I said 555s, 555s, 12/14 to 12/22. And on this one, I said 12/20 to 12/27. Confirmation. But y'all not listening to me though. 3918. 3918. Y'all not listening to me though. Y'all see how great this motherfucker is? Right there. Put it in writing. I don't know anybody that's promising, guaranteeing, and putting in writing that this will happen. Ladies and gentlemen, on 12/17, I saw this happen. On 12/17, I walked out of this fucked up body into my glorious body. And guess what? I saw everything happen. I took that information, brought it back to you real time so you could take advantage of it and benefit from it. And guess what? I gave you the benefit of the doubt, even though I doubted that you would benefit from it. And the only reason why I doubt is for the same motherfucking reason that I shout, because y'all don't hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, I even promised to manifest that big money pattern as confirmation between the dates 12/19 and 12/26. Not seeing the love, so I'm going to cut it short. Ladies and gentlemen, 1869. Let me speed it up. #1 motherfucking big money pattern. Y'all not listening? I'm going to keep it moving. Over and over and over again, I will show the fuck off. You see it right there? I told you, same day, it will manifest. But y'all don't hear me? Y'all not listening. 738. Look at that. I promised the top 2. I told you on 12/14, I saw this happen. I walked into the motherfucking future, brought the motherfucking future back to you real time. I told you you're going to fuck around and get a nosebleed. Some of you, your head is just going to explode. You can't take the type of pressure that I am under. You can't handle the truth. This is why I get banned. This is why I get suspended. And guess what? I'm not going to keep making new accounts. Fuck that shit. They can't handle the truth. Guess what? The truth will fucking go somewhere else. That's what I'll do. And I can do this shit. I'm doing it every single motherfucking day. Nothing can stop this. You see it for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, 762. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise, motherfucking 762, triple dollar signed it as proof that you would see me manifest the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, every now and then and again, I will show the fuck off, and I guaranteed the number 3 position number to manifest straight. Ladies and gentlemen, 979. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, black sheep, on time, 1221. Ladies and gentlemen, I will show off every now and then again. I met my motherfucking deadline and called that motherfucker to roll out straight. But y'all not listening to me though. Ladies and gentlemen, 1589. Ladies and gentlemen, I triple dollar signed it to manifest on the motherfucking deadline date. Don't have to do a rundown. Don't have to do a flipping mirror. Guess what? I have flipped and mirrored my electromagnetic motherfucking energy to attract whatever the fuck I want. And as you can see, even by the motherfucking deadline date, I will be great. I won't be late. You see it right there for yourself. Very last motherfucking number you see, I made manifest first. You see it for yourself. And then again, I will show the fuck off and give you the same motherfucking number and tell you, look, if you believe in what I believe, you will get by. You see it for yourself. I told you it would arrive by the motherfucking deadline, but y'all not listening to me. So that's me and my quantum thoughts. That's all you're seeing is my thoughts. That's just my thoughts. I am thinking on subatomic levels. You're going to fuck around and get a nosebleed trying to fly up here with me. I am on a seriously high motherfucking frequency. Electromagnetic energy is my nickname. Everything I think of, it's going to fucking happen. Everything you think of is happening. The motherfucker that you with right now, you attracted that motherfucker. The car that you driving right now, you attracted that motherfucker. The job that you have right now, you attracted that motherfucker. Everything that you have in your life right now, you done wrote it into your story. And you're singing that story every time you get up by what you think. You are what you think all day long. You are what you say you are all day long. I say I'm great, I'm great. I say I'm going to call them straight, I'm calling them straight. Y'all see me doing this shit every single day. But y'all just want to act like y'all don't hear me though. So, I'll act like I ain't saying shit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you understand, and overstand how to invest in the number 1, number 2, fire, and triple dollar signs, by all means, go to Dynamic Predictions, pick you out a package. With any package that you select, I will gift you 7 free days valued at $100. As you can see, I hardly ever miss. And even when I do miss, ladies and gentlemen, that miss is for something great. Because if I miss, you already know the number one motherfucking number is coming next. You already know the last number you see is going to drop first. You already know that my motherfucking fire is on fire. So, if I tell you that a big money pattern will show up and show out and you don't believe me, shame on you. I'm providing these winning combinations every single day to my VIP and on my website. There is no two separate charges for the website and the VIP. Once you purchase the website and you send me the receipt, you are VIP. I will send you a link to where you get everything that I'm thinking in a nutshell before I modify it and put it on the website. So what you see on the website is just what I promise, what I guarantee, and what nobody else is going to be playing, investing in, or running. Simple as that. Ladies and gentlemen, remember many years ago when you used to go to school and you did something wrong and they had you write over and over and over again that you would not do whatever it is that you did wrong, whether it be chewing gum in class, whether it be talking in class, you had to write that shit down. And I bet you, I'm almost willing to bet you that you never had to write the same thing twice. But you didn't know that you was writing a motherfucking mantra. You didn't know that it was going to make you better. You didn't know that it was going to stop you from chewing gum in class. You didn't know that it was going to help you shut your motherfucking mouth in class. You didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, that there's a code for everything. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is one of the motherfucking reasons why I will succeed in everything I do. Because I got the codes, and so do you. But y'all won't use them. And y'all don't hear me, though. So again, when I tell you that I will succeed in everything I do, in life, poker, lottery, and all financials. But ain't nobody listening to me, though. Ain't nobody listening to me, though. So, I just keep it moving. I ain't gatekeeping. I'm just letting you know my shit works. My shit works for me because I don't doubt what I do. You have to align yourself with your affirmations from within. You have to remember that greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. When I wake up every day, I know certain things. When I am dealing with my root chakra, I'm dealing with an affirmation that I am confident. When I'm dealing with my sacral chakra, I feel confident. My solar plexus lets me know that I have confidence. My heart chakra lets me know that I'm in love with my confidence. And y'all can tell by the way that I speak, because I speak motherfucking confidently about myself and about those that I love. My throat chakra should show you that I am not the one to fuck with. My third eye, I see my confidence in everything I do. And finally, my crown chakra, I know that all the above is authentically me. All the above is genuine, is divine. Nine ether, electromagnetic. Don't get no more supernatural than this, ladies and gentlemen. I love you all. Abundant prosperity in health and in wealth. And I need everybody to stop fucking around and let's get this money. That's all I can say. And I will see you at the winner's table, as you can see, no matter what.